Chapter 1. Artos Stark. In the heart of Winterfell, a young man strode down the stone corridors, each step resonating with the echo of his purpose. Artos Stark, barely 14, yet towering nearly 6 feet tall, carried the weight of both his youth and his lineage. A long sword swung at his waist, while throwing knives and hand-axes were strapped across his chest and thighs. Extensions of his very being, almost as if the weapons were made for him alone. His pale gray eyes blazed with fury, a fire that belied the innocence still lingering in the corners of his youth. Without a moment's hesitation, he shoved open the large oak doors of his father's solar. No knock to announce his presence. "Are we truly going through with this farce, father?" His voice boomed, deepened by the biting cold of the north. "Giving Lyanna to that drunken whoremonger." His words hung thick in the air, heavy with defiance. Lord Rickard Stark, a figure of authority and dignity, looked up from an ancient scroll, his expression unfaltering. His calm demeanor was like ice, impenetrable. "Watch your tongue, boy," he replied firmly, his voice steady. "That whoremonger is Lord Robert Baratheon, Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, and yes, Lyanna will marry him." Artos's fists clenched tighter, the nails biting into his palms as rage coursed through him. "You're selling your own daughter like chattel now? Is this what honor means to House Stark, to the north?" Each word was a stab, fueled by the injustice he felt, and the sense of betrayal that clung to him. Rickard's calm cracked, his voice rising in a tempest of frustration. "Hold your damn tongue! That's your wolf blood talking." He stood, the shadow of the Warden of the North looming over his son. "The old gods must have cursed me when I trusted Brandon and Lyanna to raise you. A pup fed on rage, pride, and foolishness." Artos clenched his jaw, the simmering fury beneath his skin almost palpable. But even he understood that this was a battle he could not win. Not against his father, nor against the weight of tradition that pressed down upon them both. Without a word, he turned, storming out of the solar, his black cloak whipped behind him, a dark cloud as he charged down the steps of the keep, boots echoing against the stone like the drums of war. Rickard's voice followed him, calling into the emptiness. "Where are you gallivanting off to now, Artos?" "Your memory must be slipping, father," Artos retorted, not stopping. "Last hearth, you sent me there, remember? To be shaped by the Umbers?" "You brat," Rickard growled. "You'll attend Brandon's wedding at Riverrun when Benjen returns. Your brother will want you at his side." Artos swung into his saddle, his resolve unyielding. "I'll be there when he marries in the north. I'll not attend a marriage done in a sept." "You shouldn't have agreed to that southern farce." Rickard watched, helpless, as his youngest son rode off, 10 loyal men trailing behind him like wolves in pursuit. "7 hells," he muttered, the weight of his son's defiance pressing heavily upon him. Memories of a lost wife and a childhood overshadowed by grief clouded his mind. Artos had never known a mother's love, raised instead by the fierce hands of his siblings amidst the cold, unyielding north. He sighed, recalling how he had entrusted Brandon and Lyanna to guide Artos, hoping they could temper the fire within him. But the wolf blood ran wild, untamed and reckless. "Clever lad," Rickard spoke softly, though frustration colored his tone, but always choosing rage over reason. 3 days later, Artos Stark rode under gray skies and biting winds into Last Hearth, the realm of the Umbers, a place where strength was celebrated above all titles. The gate creaked open, revealing Great John Umber, heir to House Umber, a massive figure with wild hair and an infectious grin. "Back already, lad?" Great John called, amusement dancing in his eyes as Artos dismounted. "You didn't even stay a full week in Winterfell." Artos shrugged, a flicker of humor breaking through his stormy demeanor. "Wasn't much reason to. Brandon and Lyanna are off at the tourney in Harrenhal, and father can only lecture me for so long before I go mad." Great John laughed, a sound that filled the air like music amidst the cold. "Careful, Stark. Say that too loud and father might double your sparring sessions." "Long as he doesn't ban me from riding again," Artos replied, a hint of mischief in his tone. He threatened to lock up Snow last time. The two men shared camaraderie, laughter echoing in the hall as they exchanged stories of past exploits, the weight of Artos's anger momentarily forgotten. Memories of his nephew, Little John, tugged at his heart. I miss the little one too, Artos mused, his voice softening. Reminds me there's still innocence in this damned world. As the cold winds whipped around last hearth's timbered walls, the fire within the hall crackled and danced, reflecting the warmth of friendship. In that fleeting moment, the burdens pressing upon Artos Stark felt just a little lighter, overshadowed by the laughter and the bonds of brotherhood forged in the heart of the North.